I showed a video of another parent in the United States of America talking about an over $100,000 estimate for a medical procedure that their child needs. And frequently, when I show videos like that, or I talk about my own medical bills, people from outside of the United States of America have questions. And I don't know if this person is outside of the United States of America or not, but they say here, holy smokes, so what happens if people don't have insurance? A lot of times, and not always, but a lot of times, you go broke. You owe that money, and you end up filing bankruptcy because you can't pay it. Sometimes you can get put on a payment plan. So, like, for example, I have insurance, but when they replaced my hip a few years ago, I didn't just pay them $7,000. I got put on a payment plan. It's an interest-free payment plan with the hospital, but it's another monthly bill. Now all of a sudden you've got another $200, $300, $400 bill. When my wife had her heart attack, we didn't pay the $7,000 out of pocket that we would have had to have paid. We got onto a payment plan, but that's because we had insurance. We didn't owe the full tens of thousands of dollars. I don't really know if somebody went to a hospital and had $110,000, $120,000, $150,000 procedure. A, if the hospital would perform it first and foremost, and B, if they did, if they would put them on some kind of a payment plan. But I do know that medical bankruptcies in the United States of America are extraordinarily high. They're way too common. And it's part of the reason why those of us who advocate for universal health care do so. Is because we see the stories of people going bankrupt. We see the stories of people losing everything because they got sick, and it shouldn't be that way. So the health insurance, once again, is in a lot of cases just to prevent you from going under. Right? Renee and I pay $1,800 a month for our insurance. Now, granted, we work for ourselves, so that's a lot more than like what somebody's going to be paying if they have employer provided health insurance, but it's still ridiculously high. You're still paying hundreds, if not in some cases thousands of dollars a month just to have the insurance. And even though you have insurance, you in many cases still have to pay a little copayment in some cases, or a larger copayment in some cases, to go see a doctor, to go see a specialist, to get your medication. So the insurance doesn't even cover those costs. It just brings those costs down. And then where the insurance will typically kick in is if you have something big. You have a hip replacement, you have a heart attack, you have cancer, and you need to be on chemotherapy or something of that nature. And then that's when the insurance kicks in. But yeah, if you don't have insurance, it's like good luck in this country. And that's the fucked up part about pulling the ACA subsidies and those people that were relying on them not being able to afford their insurance now. Now, there are a lot more people in this country that if something big happened to them, they would go broke. They would go bankrupt.